Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn on top left side as the blue Mongols, we got a clumsy goldfish. Spawn on south side as the green English, got Antoxa? Antoxa? No idea how to pronounce that, my apologies. Gold. Golden Horde. A clumsy golden horde fish. Yes, let's go with that. Yeah, that's enough bit of stupidity. When it comes to this map generation, of course this map is filled with a bunch of gold deposits. Go ahead and take a look at the mini-map to get a loose idea where everything is. Other notable aspects, green does have a relatively safe gold deposit, though it does have a bit of distance, so this could be a good spot for Keshrix and Magudai. English, of course, have access to early mana-arms, as well as Vanguard mana-arms. I would say early mana-arms are some of the best units in the entire game. Early stable. This could be for a number of things. Going to just wait and see. And the English player's gathering. Wait. Okay, there's the Abbey Kings. I was wondering, he's collecting stone right now? I was not paying attention to how much resources up there. And he is aging up to the Abbey Kings. His opponent is going for some early horsemen. Our early horsemen are actually going to be useful this game. Last time I deployed our early horsemen is when they had only one range armor rather than two. The English town center does have 2 arrows, which is very important in this early game. Early horsemen. Okay, that was a horrible pun. Nakan is not here to spot for them. And this is the radius there. Early horsemen have only 8 damage, so they don't have good damage whatsoever. Does avoid it. He can start torching down these structures, try to get a bit of raid going. The Mongol player has enough resources to age up. Going for the deer stones, so we'll give him access to the Khan's hunters. He is fighting against English, which means longbowmen. Longbowmen will be particularly effective versus Magdai, who already have horrible range. Though the Khan's hunters could help him even out the range with his foot archers. Though they'll still be a bit behind. Not a bit behind. The early horseman will find the stone collectors. He needs, what, 350 to get out another town center. Right now he has 234, so he is denying the secondary town center, but at least the stone can be used for, say, arrow slits. The Abbey King is still being employed in the field. The King himself should be an excellent way to stop these early horsemen. Though he may lose the mining camp, which would be a minor loss. The mining camp is dirt cheap, costing only 50 resources. The raid will give him 50 resources back in food and gold. The Yam network from Deerstone should be particularly useful as well. Hard to say how this game will exactly go. The early horsemen, like even in this case, were not very useful. Decides to go straight for the villager there. That little bit extra damage that the Khan could help him make it a bit more divisible with the early horseman's low damage. The King does take a moment to be built, and a moment is defined as 47 seconds. Trying to repair it up now. We'll take a bit of damage there. Does force him back. Took a fair amount of volley fire there. One thing I really wish is raid tactics sort of be changed. Maybe it would be a bit more balanced if it was the resource on torch throw. Ooh, Khan gets thrown away. And these sheep will be donated to his opponent. I think Mongols do need a bit of a rework on multiple things, particularly the improved research. After all, many's improved research you don't even touch, you don't even think about. While some of them are quite nice, I think the early improved research and the raid system just needs a full drastic rework. Now I've got a pair of Keshrix on the field. Maybe a good idea to get out early blacksmith in order to get out some early range upgrades. Single spearman there. It is a hardened spearman. Remember as well, the English do not have access to Dark Age spearmen. They only have access to Feudal Age spearmen. So he did save a tiny bit of resources there. Keshrix gets a nice charge attack there. Horsemen are pretty wounded. They're only meant to be torch carriers at this point in time to raid structures. He has not repaired the full mining camp there. He just needs a little bit more stone, and then he should soon have enough for the town center. Very nice. He is a bit low in food. He has at least a couple villagers queued on up. And dealing the mining camp, as long as the Mongol player gets 1 point of damage, the raid bounty will be given. So you can't just simply delete it. The Deer Stone is going here, which will provide the Yam network. Do you have now the regular Horseman upgrade? Could try to take time to torch down this house. Both the mining camp and the house have the same amount of health. He will spot the secondary town center, but got Spearman and it's almost fully built. I say don't go for it. He's not going to get it. The single Spearman is going to cause issues. You'd be lucky if he gets one villager, and not to mention the secondary town is being built, so picking off one villager won't be too important. The Mongol player, the trade post is way over here, so the Mongol player could eye for a bit of trade. Granted, this map has plenty of gold. It'll just simply be another way to get civilians on the field, and traders, especially the Mongol traders when they're fully ramped up the Silk Road level 2 or level 3, will get they will be more injury effective than a single villager. He does pick off those early or regular horsemen, which is important because they're actually useful torch throwers. Now his siege damage reduced by 100% or 50%. Got a pair of Magadai on the field, and we've also got a Khan's Hunter now being put on the field. That could be a ×2 Khan's Hunter. The King's over here. The Khan does take a bit of damage there. The Magadai may just want to be in a whole ground stance. And there's the raid there. With nearby Yam network, these Kashyyyks move almost as fast as horsemen. Magadai almost moves as fast as well. And we've also got another ×2 Kashyyyk here. So we got a decent cavalry force right now. You may want to eye superior mobility, going for another ×2 or another singular Kashyyyk or Magadai. There are 5 villagers there. This should be enough force to break on through the outpost. But Spear will cause some issues, so the outpost needs to focus on the Magadais. Here's the radius of Deer Stone. Up north, there's the King. Got multiple outposts there. The King only has 2 range, or 2 armor, which is not a lot. And if this outpost gets upgraded to arrow slit, then these Magadai have no chance of trying to outrange and try to pick off the villagers from range. Where's the Khan's Hunter? There's the Khan's Hunter. Bit of damage there. Yep, looks like the English player, he's pretty locked down. That's sort of the problem with Mongols. They just can't raid. Kashyyyks are deceivingly squishy. In comparison to horsemen who have 125 health, Kashyyyks only have 145 health. While they do have 3 armor, which is nice, they're not real nice. They can't take a hit. Now I got some longbowmen being employed in the field. Very nice. The Mongol player want to hold off and maybe eye for an age up. He's going for another ×2 Magadai. Does find a single villager there. Very nice. And the scouting falcon does allow him to see past the trees or the forest. Couple hits there from the Magadai. Couple volleys into the Khan's Hunter. Right now the Magadai do have a bit more reasonable 4.5 range. Oh, there's the King. The King will go down. He could probably activate Speed Arrow to help us him better, and he does back himself up to the corner. The King is dead. Does focus on the Khan's Hunter. Very nice. Another Khan's Hunter is on the field. Against the Longbowmen, Horsemen will do better than the Kashyyyks. Horsemen actually have a higher cost effectiveness versus archers when fighting against them. And their health is just only slightly less, and they still have a reasonable amount of range armor. So against Longbowmen, it's better to go for Horsemen than for Kashyyyks. Granted, against Spearmen, you can better go for Kashyyyks, but you should probably avoid having Kashyyyks go to Spearmen either way. Kashyyyks are, in my opinion, they need a bit of a rework. The high DPS really does not help out the Mongols. Or a unit. In fact, they actually do horrible versus man-at-arms compared to regular knights. By the way, good number longbowman there. Does hit that Magadai quite significantly. Across deer stones here, providing some excellent mobility, but of course got the network of castles here. We are seeing a pair of trade posts here, very nice. At least try to get a minimum of 15 on the field with that Silk Road Tier 3, make them excellent. Oh, got some villagers here getting picked off, and there's no escort here, so he's going to be breaking open the outpost. He may be able to kill off a good number of villagers. The spearmen are engaging. These are a large number of longbowmen, which can punch the armor quite nicely, but they will have a bit of trouble versus the Keshiks and horsemen. They're okay in this situation with a +1 base damage. No additional base damage being thrown out, and his opponent has +1 range armor, so they're a little bit more resilient. Does kill off a second villager, does get a bit of raid bounty, does save outpost. More Keshiks, more Khans Hunter, more Magidai. English player may want to... Oh, does have a blacksmith field, going for +1 range damage. That's very good. +1 range armor versus Magidai is important. But I think his next upgrade could be for a siege siege engineers to batter down the Deerstone. Looks like we got Silk Road Tier 2. No, we may actually have to see Silk Road Tier 3. Just 11 total at the moment. Another king on the build queue. And a spearman looks like will be focused down. Did spear brace one of the horsemen. Another horseman does go down there. I do think the Mongol player should try aging up to get a tech advantage. And plus, if he somehow manages to rush out a... what's it called? A Cognitive Palace, it will give him excellent value in some very powerful units. Mongols H2 is not great, but they do get some benefits in H3, such as the Step Lancers upgrade. Keshiks and Horsemen trying to gauge those longbowmen, only a handful of spearmen on the field, so they're being whittled down by the Magidai. And since the spearmen away, does do a soul charge in there. Does take a spearman, did lose a sniff on his force. He no longer has enough horsemen and Keshiks engaged longbowmen. He is going for many more Keshiks. Another scouting falcon there. Only a handful of spearmen. Does use the arrow. Increase attack speed of his Magidai. But I don't think, yeah, he does not have access to the, what's it called, Whistling Arrow upgrade just yet. That is more or less a mentor upgrade. That's an upgrade he should eye a bit sooner. It is an immensely powerful upgrade, and I really wish Mongol players go for that upgrade much, much sooner. Of course, you do need an army to actually support it first, though. But this is probably the point where I would say go for it. Faster H-up will also give him the defense arrow combined with the whistling arrow upgrade with a tech advantage could be very immense, because 12 seconds, if you get the improved whistling arrow, of +2/+2 armor would make his units basically bulletproof and resilient to spearmen. There's a large number of longbowmen. Regular horsemen in this case would be far superior, far more cost effective. And I'll say 2 horsemen would be far more resilient than 1 Keshik on dealing with spearmen, as well as longbowmen. Got 4 Khans Hunter there. Maybe a little bit heavy there, but extras never hurt. We got, of course, a couple outposts here. 1 upgraded arrow slit. Green will not be able to punch this easily, or really at all. It does get a nice flank here. Green is now trapped on the berry bushes. Green has to stand and fight. Magidai are focused on the spearmen. Very, very good. Allow the horsemen and Keshiks now engage in melee. And there's the arrow there. I think these archers may have been out of range. Good number of the Magadai are being focused on by the Longbone, which is very good, but everything else just it needs to be a full route. Spearman charging way forward, just hold back his opponent. Longbone just needs to keep on running rather than trying to set us up away or just stand and fight. Because right now he's going to lose all his forces. He could have saved a little bit more if he were to just continue running and abandon the Spearman. Keshik's now engaging, no spear brace. Could have got a pretty good impalement there. And Longbone are slow, so they don't keep pace with the Spearman, which means it's somewhat easy for the Magadai to outpace the forces there in order to pick up only the Spearman while not getting hit. Got a bit of damage there. How many traders do we see? We do have 23 traders, so he has full Silk Road benefits. Probably maybe don't go past 30 traders for the time frame, as that would be a little bit too heavy in gold. He probably needs to start focusing on getting more villagers on wood and food. How's his pastures coming along? Still using resources from the field, so he needs to perhaps start storing up wood to get out more pastures. Or any pastures. He is collecting up some venison on the field. Do we see? Yep, we do have the outpost as well, so his trade is in full effect. Magadai here will be picked off. And we've got a handful of catches here, but Green is paying enough attention. He's starting to get his farming economy going. The Mongol player's doing a good job of grabbing food from the field. He could start eyeing for basic improved technology for the economics. It looks like his OVO is depleted. He has 180 stone to work with, which is enough for them. Oh, he has the improved whistling arrows. He can get the improved whistling arrows, but he has basic whistling arrows, which is very important. And the Magadai gets focused down there pretty hard. Exotic Doggo still causing issues. We got 22 or 23 spearmen, 22 longbowmen. So regular archers may be a good item to help mix on in at the moment. Long player has enough gold, almost enough gold to age on up. The English player has as well. I don't know if that's going to go good for the Mongol player. He may have a larger army value. Army is far smaller, but higher quality. But Keshiks are just deceptive. Does take a good amount of those units there. And Blue's trying to fall on back. Deerstone still exists here. He could try migrating it back home. So the exotic doggo. Oh, Green could have kept on attacking the spearman. That was a misclick there. Magadai getting some good hits there on the spearman, but overall the Mongol player is seeing a bit of losses there. More Magadai there. He needs to rally just his forces just back at home. Don't send him forward. Curl tie not being established. Doesn't necessarily need to separate out with all the traders on the field. And there's a lot of gold in the field, just simply to improve his gold collection rate. But this game probably would not enter the point where there's no gold left on the map. If it does, something gone very wrong or very right. Oh boy, he needs to use the arrows on cooldown. He could abandon the Magadai. Magadai are slow in the formation. Right now he needs mana arms. He has aged up. Some Mongolian mana arms would be very useful right now. The English player is powered to age up as well. Could go with the White Tower to protect it here. That's probably best. Doesn't necessarily need the Palace of Kings for additional villager cube, but I think the White Tower right here would be very nice as a defensive emplacement. Got the veteran Keshik, veteran archers, a pair of spring gold emplacements somewhere. Many outposts going over here. A lot of outposts. Oh, he is going to the King's Palace. I very much disagree with that. He has 95 villagers. He's getting pretty close, but he just simply doesn't need any more. And plus, he already has 2 town centers. Yeah, King's Palace I disagree with. White Tower. Looks like Green will spot the Boomba being collected there, and this area is blocked off. Oh. Now that's a path. This is the path that your grandparents say they walk to school every day. I love it. These stamper actions. Oh, those just getting hit there. They just get inside the tower. Zogdoggo here. Oh, there's a lack of outpost here for the Yom network. Green's force got mixed up. Longbowmen are in the mix of everything. Veteran Keshiks engage in the hardened spearmen, so the Keshiks have a far higher quality to them to help out with him. He does not have the Step Lancer upgrade. And some of these traders are being a bit stupid, looks like. Oh no, some are actually heading down south. No. It looks like both trade posts are going to be interrupted. Up north, there's a number of forces there. Keshiks gaining the force there. Since he has the attack advantage, he has a pretty good, powerful defense here. The Khan has gone down. Up north, we got a number of spearmans. These are regular archers, exactly what we need, and there are veteran archers. The veteran spearman is almost complete, and the veteran longbowman just got complete as well. Keshiks have gone through here, but got an outpost. How many traders do we have? 37. Good amount. And he's now down to 98, 97 versus 111. Green's getting a lot of forward infrastructure here. This is probably a good time to transition to siege and improve siege engineers with mangonels and spring golds for blue. Green, he sees the mass cavalry, so mass spearmen is still the way to go. He's not producing enough of them. Early man-at-arms been put on the field, so he could get armor-clad men-at-arms this age, which is up to 8 armor. Magidai will just basically do no damage to them. They generally do no damage to them either way. So if the English player goes for too many man-at-arms, crossbow would be a good counter. But the problem is, well, Keshiks, since they have low damage, high attack speed. 20 damage with 8 armor against man-arms, which means they only do 12 damage per strike. That's actually not really good. Particularly versus the cost between the two. They have roughly the same attack speed before the Step Lancer upgrade. Let's just combine with network castles. And it looks like a good number of these units are starting to go on down. Oh, he hit the wrong button there. That's a bit of a problem. But right now, the Mongol player is just having cavalry everywhere. It's just causing issues for the English player. Number of archers there. The Curl Tie will give him good defensive placement there. There's a Shaman. Pick up a relic. Green has claimed a relic. 2 relics down here, pretty close by each other. That one was picked up for a brief moment, looks like. But the English player goes for mass man-arms, and the Mongol player should go for Spring Golds. Now, I've seen actually Spring Golds doing okay versus archers, not necessarily versus longbowmen, but it could be possible use against them as well. Armor-clad upgrade on the way for the English player. The Mongol English player has probably quite a bit of wood sword up. The Mongol player is scraping the bottom of the barrel. Number of regular archers in the field. Curl Tide 4 deployed here. This will help him punch through the armor of the man-at-arms far more effectively. He also has a handful of crossbowmen. No siege engineers, let alone improved siege engineers. With the amount of man-at-arms being put on the field, it'd probably be a good idea to start eyeing for the melee armor upgrades, which he is trying to go for them. English player is a little bit late for +2 range armor. Something should have gotten from much earlier for the amount of archers and Magi on the field. Something's going to need to fall back. Archers can continue engaging. The Prototype's aura reaches out to here. Looks like all these outposts are fully garrisoned, providing some fire support against the Keshiks. Spearmen now being connected with the Keshiks. Could call long bowman here. Good health regen now being activated. Good, very good charge attack into some of the English villagers. Still lacking siege engineers. And improved. Oh, we got a forward siege workshop there. 2 of them. Some traction trebuchets could be a good way to help deal with all this. Gold is being seized quite nicely. English players going for more stone walls up here. And this pile of trees could make it easy enough to start putting another walls forward like that. Maybe some stone walls. The king is alive. The king is dead. Man arms push forward. Spearmen starting to connect as well. Archers and crossbowmen starting to get connected by the spearmen. Keshiks now charging way forward, allowing the spearmen to do melee attacks, so they're a bit more vulnerable to the actual charge of the Keshiks. You've got the defense arrow there with improved whistling arrow. Now it's 10 seconds of 2-2 armor, an excellent amount of armor there. They're just trying to ban the gold mine now. Still 5,000 gold left there. Each player still has a pile of stone or wood. I'm curious how many pastures the Mongol has. I could probably just click on one of these villagers. He currently has 13 pastures. With the level 2 economic upgrade, I would say he can support up to approximately 30 villagers. A little bit more, but not too much more. Column size is being quite nice in improving these range of these archers up to 5.75, so only slightly less now the longbows of 7. Yeah, it's still a bit less, but still. Spring Gall being pulled in the field, very nice. Spring Galls, Mangonels, both will be excellent. Traction Trebuchets, I quite understand. Battery Rams would be quite nice as well, since it's mostly just a range force here as well. So any siege weapon I can understand. Got some veteran horse. Oh no, still just regular horsemen. We've got Monistic Shrine just got researched, I believe, so now maybe he has some better pasture production. Stone is being collected from an Ovo. Where that is, I'm not sure. Now we've got military academies being researched. In order to make military academies worth it, you need at least 7 production structures before it becomes cost even. It actually is quite high. Don't go for this research immediately. Wait until you have enough production structures and you're actively using them before you actually do need it. English is going for a large round of spearmen and some longbowmen. Here's the Ovo. The amount of infrastructure up here, it could warrant the raid bounties, improved raid bounties, if once he's planning to siege into it. Number of these traders going down. Archers. Right now, the Mongol player is sort of splitting his focus. He's also rapidly seeing on this wood. He needs another gear. Don't bother trying to reposition it. The gears need a massive quality of life improvement. Number of these forces here. He could start raiding down some farms and get. Oh, Cognitive Palace has been pulled in the field. Very nice. I put a bit more value on the Cognitive than the White Stupa because the value you get is actually quite immense. Monistic Shrine, so yep, maybe try to move on some of these patches to redeploy the shrine there. Just longbowman there. Pearl Tie still providing some good capabilities. The Deerstone still exists and can drive out of here. So a Deerstone up here would get in the Yam network, which would be quite nice. He has gone for this bit of trade here since this one's being interrupted. Not a great trade path, but it's usable. There's age up. First thing for the Continent Palace is Elite Palace Guard, which is actually not a bad selection. Some extra heavy infantry. Elite cash checks now being researched. A pair of cannon placements as well. If he's going for cannon placements, you may want to get the Pax Mongolianica, or however you pronounce that. Prototype has been deployed back here. Does not improve the damage of the outposts. Only units, which includes siege units. English player has almost enough reach to age on up. Some caches here that can focus on the crossbow and be just fine. Berkshire Palace being established in the center. Provide some good fire support. Traction trebuchets would be a very nice help to deal with it. Longbone heading down south. Next weapons he has at one Hui Pao, which apparently only takes 2 population. These things are pretty nice right now. He needs Hui Paos against Berkshire Palace. He's getting a second one as well. He of course has access to Step Lancers. If it's stone, he could try going for improved Step Lancers. But he doesn't have enough stone for it at the moment. Going for another town center here. Berkshire Palace hitting the Spring Golden placement. Elite Kashyyyks now on the field. Enclosures, Elite Longbowman, Elite Crossbowman, Elite Spearman for the English player. Just a round of Palace Guards somewhere. I wonder if they're still gathered around the Cognitive Palace. Nope, there's a sheep there though. Longbowman slowly shooting at the deer stone. I wonder if there's stone commerce research just yet. Nope. You can research it. Never go for improved stone commerce. It takes you quite a bit of time in order to get that paid for itself. He's pressing some more forces up here. Just a single arrow slit. Good number of traders here. A handful of these Kashyyyks headed down south. Some villagers sneak inside the town center. Oh, that one got double killed. Hui Pao's now advancing, trying to siege down the Berkshire Palace. Does still need a bit of escort there. Trying to fall back now. Next scene from the Hui Pao looks, or from the Cognitive Palace, looks like it's Elite Kashyyyks or Magadai. Notice up those units there. Oh, good number of those traders did go down there. Brains taking out a good number of those traders. These spearmen just in the back line just causing issues. Yeah, at this point in time, he may want to get the improved Yam network, just get them some health regen. Oh, there's Palace Guards. That should be a good item. Just have to deal with that one crossbowman. Then general move order, not attack move order. Hui Paos now engaging. Berkshire Palace is now set ablaze. Incendiaries for the English player. We do have biology research for the Mongol player, but not improved biology just yet. Berkshire Palace now set ablaze. Still got Spear in the back line, causing issues. The English player has too many civilians, while the blue has not enough civilians at the moment. Blue is lacking a bit of all resources. More horsemen, more spearmen over here. Looks like the English players are just going to be raiding the trade. Got many outposts going on up here. Mostly upgraded springalds. It looks like a bit too many Collins Hunters. There are 7 Collins Hunters there. Horsemen engaged in the Hui Pals. The Berkshire Palace has gone down. Blue's just going to be leading assault. Got quite a bit of damage on the elite Magidai. I wonder if he has a Shield of Bow Limbs. We are seeing the Stone Commerce and the additional torches. The additional torches can really help on the raid. Hopefully there's a raid bounty upgrade as well. More horsemen, more spearmen advancing. Looks like some of the Magidai getting distracted on some of these various structures. Some battery rams will help them go through all these structures as well. Dirt cheap, one population. What more do you need? And we do have now the advanced gold upgrade, plus 50% drop off, which is an excellent upgrade for gold. We do have now Silk Bowstrings getting his mounted archers additional plus 0.8. Oh, got some warrior priests here. Warrior monks, not warrior priests. Amount of damage there. If we throw scouting falcons, we will be able to pass hit some of these villagers. Earstone still exists. Now the Mongol player is a little bit everywhere. One thing he could do is take his Magidai and start raking the farming line. That's something I like to do. Crossbowmen and longbowmen now firing away. Getting these forces slowly whittling down. But you also got these villagers throwing out arrows themselves. They may look like they have their axe, but there are firing arrows. Oh, Palace Guard managed to find some villagers as well. More outposts. Still got more of this infrastructure being torched on down. Oh, one Hui Pals in the field. Not too many Magidai on the field, but they do 14 damage. The villagers do have textiles. Yep, looks like he's starting to get more damage. They're up to 16. Must got the Sheer Bow Limbs recently. We do now have the improved raid bounties. Very nice. That will definitely pay for itself pretty quickly. Maybe stone bounties as well could be very nice. Looks like those villagers got too close to this keep. English player is now down to 85 villagers. Looks like Blue's done a good number against English player. He has plenty of gold at the moment. He needs a bit more food. There's usually backwards for an English player. Mongol player has a nice mix of resources, but not a massive stockpile. Bit of stockpile of stone, which could be very nice for some of your improved research. Try and torch down the keep there. Has 6 fire armor, but with additional torches, he has 24 fire damage, fire damage. Magidai needs to start raking those villagers. The keep has been set ablaze. We've got Green's reinforcements are now advancing. Villagers are trying to escape, but they're getting trapped by all the various units. The Magidais do a good job of picking them off. Holding on back, still a pair of outposts here, unupgraded. More Keshik's been reinforced. He has 8 warrior monks on the field. And the Mongol player does manage to steal 4 relics on the map. Does he have Tithe Barn? Yes, he does. Improve Tithe Barns is probably not going to be very useful. Plus 5 stone will take you forever just to get that recovered. Oh, looks like some of these villagers here. This guy's a smart one, though the Mega Knights can still pick him off. And we've got the warrior monks here, so they're providing the Saint's blessing to this entire formation, getting additional up to 18 damage per arrow. No battery entry yet for the Mongol player. Improved siege engineers with improved lightweight beam construction can make it so a handful of man-at-arms spearmen over here can just start infesting opponents' base with battering rams. It's a very powerful technique. One thing I love to do as Mongols is, with improved lightweight construction beams, the battering ram upgrade, you can just simply try to, in a big fight, peel off a handful of your melee infantry units off the side, and you can just start building battering rams inside your opponent's base. And during a big engagement, just simply move them into your opponent's base, and it'll do a fair amount of damage. And plus, with all the economic raid upgrades, it will start generating a bit of a profit as well. I think the Ovo has been rebuilt, but where, I'm not sure. He is going for siege engineers, just regular siege engineers, serpentine gunpowder as well. Looks like I have some gunpowder. I think spring galls would be best right now, with maybe some mangonels. Got a pair of hui pals. Good number of caches on the build queue, that's for sure. He has plenty of gold, so he can be more high population efficient than going for the more effective unit of the horseman, more cost-effective unit. And we do have these forces starting to group on up. Now the Mongol player has an adequate number of civilians, going for the Pax Molonica, give all of his outposts a bit of fire armor, a bit of health. Not great, but a decent amount. Let's see Ovo here. He's going for the improved stone bounty now, very nice. Nessa B is fired against the man-at-arms. At least Nessa B is a bit more generous. And it's also empowered by the Kurultai, giving plus of damage. The defense arrow has been summoned there as well. Very nice. The man-at-arms being bulky enough to withstand the Keshiks. The Blue's arm is getting disintegrated pretty quickly there. Keshiks can't break through man-at-arms line very effectively. Your opponent, you have to be a bit more, have a bit more of a counter unit. Keshiks are not royal knights; they are far inferior to them. More Magadai being deployed in the field. A number of these defensive placements is helping out the Blue quite a bit. He does save the weak pals. Next round from the Cognate Palace looks like there's another nest of bees, so that's very nice there. Oh, looks like the Kurultai taking a bit of damage. Remember when he packed up no range armor. He has a villager nearby. Task the villager to start repairing the Kurultai. Maybe just one, but still be better than none. He's probably doing quite well with his crossbowing. Handful of longbow. As long as the longbow microwing to hit the Magadai, that's probably good. Horsemen will generally be pretty good. Be beefy enough front line, not to mention have those bonus efforts for the Magadais. And his opponent does not have a proper counter to the man-at-arms. Looks like Blue's just going to eye for a counterattack. If he's able to break through this wall, then the Magadais can just simply rake the farming line, taking them all out in one run. There's also a hole there. And looks like Blue's getting a good stockpile of sheeple. And Blue also has 10,000 gold. So probably shouldn't not be able to replace too many traders. But speaking of stuff that needs to be replaced, Green's losing a good number of villagers, but he can probably cut this number a little bit there to field a larger army. Though his food generation is not super high at the moment. Green is pushing over here. Blue's reinforcements are starting to push way forward. Got some cannon placements trying to go on up. Oh, yep, that's a good number of pastures, 21. I can easily support 42 villagers, at least. You could also start eyeing some of the improved economic research. The improved one does provide additional 7.5 rather than additional 5%. So it is quite nice. At least get the basic ones for each. Bombard will go down there. Green's reinforcements here. Horsemen and Magadai trying to push way forward. There's the bombard there. Green's trying to go for a network of citadels, a chain of towers. Probably the message Condor. More catches and Magadai being summoned. Right now the Mongol player is running low on food, so siege weapons could be a good way to help supplement his force. Another outpost going up. Maybe he should start rallying the sheep on the far side town center. It'd be safer back here. Magadai doing some drive-bys against these horsemen who are charging way forward. A number of outposts here for defense, but not really upgraded. Green's now pushing over here. None of those villages will be going on down. That could allow him to field a larger army. He does not have enough production queues going, so he needs to get this production queue going so he can start fielding a larger army. Because right now he's not maxing out again. And he's probably going for mass horsemen. The Mongol horseman can simply just be straight up better thanks to the improved biology if he has that research. Last time I checked, he does not. Still doesn't appear he does not have it. Another horseman there going for some more markets. War and cannon placements just slowly whittling down his opponent. There's the Khan. The Khan does have really good damage right now at 42 damage. Yeah, the Khan's damage goes like 2 damage to Dark Age, 3 damage in not Archaic, Feudal, 6 damage in Castle, then like then 24 in Elite. So he does get a sizable power spike in Imperial. You could activate the range armor, defense armor here, because might as well just let these Keshins take a bit more abuse. Oval's been depleted once again. He has also plenty of gold, so he could start buying some food if he needs to. The Khan does go down. Over here, looks like Green's hard to persuade forward. Pax Galonica is not great, just okay. +3 firearm is not too significant. Reduces the torch range from 21 down to 18. And of course gives them a little bit extra health to work with. Khan's hunters pushing this way. That's not great pathing for them. Bombarder be going down. Mongol player is pretty much out of wood at the moment. Probably solar relying on his Silk Road. Just going to start torching down the cannon placement. And these forces just slowly attack, moving the way forward. Now got a number of these forces now in the back line, trying to hit some more of the English villagers. Of course, it does have 3 sources of villager queues: the King's Palace, the capital, and a town center. And the Magadai doing a great job at hitting all those villagers that you start running by. He's probably going for more horsemen. And the Mongol player is starting to mix in some spearmen. That's not a bad idea to help deal with the horsemen. But he is, like I said, running a little bit low on wood. Apologies. Oh, got some warrior monks here and some Rus Knights. These Rus Knights can be the best cavalry in the game, or one of the best. They have the pole axe upgrade, and of course they get access to improved biology, and they have access to Boyar's Fortitude. Right now, I don't know if he has access to the improved biology. No, he does not. You can see this is just only plus 20%. So these Rus Knights could even be even better. The Mongol player is also getting some decent amount of raid here, getting a decent amount of stone. He has over 1,000 stone, some very valuable things he can research. Now he's heading back down south. Magadai Patrol over here finds a number of these exposed English villagers. He's trying to get to a dangerously low number of them. Berkshire Palace looks like it has been completed. He's trying to fall back there. Some horsemen pursuing. The English player has a large amount of gold. Problem is food and wood. So you may want to start eyeing for units help just utilizing the gold. Man at arms are a little bit cheap. But he probably does not need to worry about collecting up any gold deposits. Solely focus on farms. As well as collecting up wood. Because I don't think he does have any... With the enclosures technology, he's gonna have plenty of gold for quite some time, I would say. Crossbones probably a good call. Maybe hand cannoneers. Yeah, maybe hand cannoneers. Though they would get outranged by the improved Magadai, though there's no Khan's hunters in this formation. Each player is pushing forward for quite a sizable army, 114 units. The Mongol player is building a number of spearmen, and his next deployment from the Khanate Palace is another round of warrior monks, warrior priests. He's also going for a big round on cannons. This was a bad call. Oh no, that's just an incomplete one, not a one being upgraded. Blue may lose some traders. He has plenty of gold, so losing traders is not going to be a massive issue. Blue's now trying to surround from multiple angles. He's also sent some reinforcements. Got the network of citadels supporting these guys out as well. Khan sent us over here. They probably need to get this formation, but they don't really need to increase range if they're already in range. But they're taking quite a bit of damage there. Another forceman hitting those traders now. Elite spear now on the way from the Mongol player, while the English player is going for a cannon placement somewhere. Cannon hits something. Horseman, maybe? finish off more of those units. Ovo, depleted. Could die for an improved whistling arrow and additional torches. Additional torches would be quite handy as the long game goes on to torch down stuff. Next around the Coming Palace is Palace Guard. More of these outposts going down. He has prioritized booting going to traders over here. Not a great source, but they're going to be collecting some stuff in the meantime. He has plenty of gold, as I keep on mentioning. Just trying to keep them not idle. And we do have now the keep going on up. Horsemen heading now down south to hit these traders. Mongol players push way forward. Got double Hui Hui Pow engaging the Berkshire Palace once again. Looks like the English players managed to hit multiple flanks now. It's going to cause some issues. Good number of these traders will be going down, but he has some room to breathe with. Yeah, cannot speak. Crossbowman and longbow engaging the cavalry. Nest of bees get a very good volley there. He does have 3 nest of bees. They should have the additional barrels. First hack 10. Berkshire Palace has been destroyed. Green's reinforcements charging way forward. Still got these forces here. And this is Spearmen, so Blue will win this fight down here. He leads Spearmen in this region, as well as some Palace Guard to mix on in. The Mongol player, of course, losing a good number of civilians, which means he can deploy a larger army. He's going for more Keshiks and Magudai, and a healthy number of Spearmen. Spearmen at least have full torch damage. They'd be a great unit to help deal with all this infrastructure. Horsemen charging way forward. Horsemen's one of the few things that Keshiks excel fighting against. Good volley there. Green's trying to summon more reinforcements there. Green is low on wood, so it's going to try and make some more man-at-arms. Hasn't queued up many more man-at-arms, going for more crossbowmen, which is a good idea as well. The Mongol player can mix in horsemen to not receive bonus damage for crossmen and do bonus damage in return, so they'll still be perfectly good against them. More than structure starting to go on down. In 225 resources per structure destruction. And we've got an arrow summoned out there. It is the defense arrow. Green's trying to summon more reinforcements. And right now Green's food production is his problem at the moment. He's collecting up gold up here. He has consumed some of this gold, so he's been needing to consume it. Now reached the 1 hour mark. The game feels like it's going more favorable towards the English player, but the Mongol player has a resource float and has a lot of cavalry sorted up. The English player is starting to run behind that. I think he just bought some food there with his gold. Mongol player has consumed quite a bit of his resource float, particularly the gold. Once bought a lot of food with that or something. Nest of bees get a pretty good volley there onto these units. Prototype being redeployed right here. Very good. Very important. This will give him quite a bit extra firepower. The elite Magudai up to 19 damage. And good volleys there. Next round from the Cognitive Palace is Roost Knights. Improved biology still appears not have been researched. It should provide plus 35% health, if I remember correctly. Maybe it's just 30%. Maybe it's active the entire time, I just missed. The math is just bad. Nope, that's definitely 20%. Weekly Prowess getting a lot of extra bonus damage from being near the Kurultai. The Kurultai is an excellent siege encampment and defensive placement. And that's Beast Fire over there, getting some hits on the Longbowman. The English players still scraping bottom barrel food and wood. The Mongol player has pretty good resources and everything. Not really queuing up enough units, but he is still maintaining max population cap, which is the bare minimum. Just attack moving right there, just clean up some infrastructure wouldn't be half bad. Kurultai redeploying forward, very nice. English player still trying to re-max out. Has out of wood once again, has some food to work with. Got the flank over here, we're good enough. Palace Guard and Spearmen. And now Blue's cavalry force push way forward, closing on in. Cutting off some of Green's units retreating. SB is trying to hit these various range units. Does get a good volley onto them. Kurultai being reestablished here. Another round onto those range forces, wiping them out, and another volley. Trying to torch down some more of this infrastructure. And Kurultai being redeployed in a pretty good position right now. SB fires another volley onto the crossbowman. It looks like another arrow there. Didn't see what type of arrow. Defense arrow. It's a good arrow. SBs finds another good volley there. More outposts being salvaged, primarily the Yam network. Deer. Okay, the Deer Stones is gone there. I'm not sure where it went, but looks like that went down south. Right there. I think sort of forgot about it. Oh well. Green's push right forward. Nesta Bees fired a good volley there. And I think Blue's trying to get a really good upper hand, going for crossbowman. He's ran out of gold, has little wood, has some food to work with, so maybe horsemen. I think at this point in time, the Mongol players just want to steamroll. And this is the snowball effect of the raid bounties. Now he's getting so many resources just for killing structures, which is something he should do either way. That is just feeding his own economy on his bonus structures. More cannon placements here, this time on the front line. Up north, just stuff. Not too many traders on the field for the Mongol player. Good volley there onto the formation. Next to calling that Palace unit is the weak POW. Gets a good volley on those forces, wipe them out. Don't know if there's much more for me to say. It looks like the game is just over. English player, not too much food or wood at the moment, has some gold to work with, but not an army. The army just needs to be just tasked back here and just regroup. Sending his units piecemeal just means they just die doing very little effect. Now the capital is within range, not to mention the Abbey Kings. Berkshire Palace gone. Where did the Palace of Kings get deployed to the field? We're over here, so the last annihilation target's over here. He's currently not building any villagers. And green does go ahead and resign. This Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.